Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Ivy Madness. Right now, we're excited to be joined by the fourth-seeded Princeton Tigers. Joining us on the stage is head coach Mitch Henderson, along with unanimous first-team selection Xavier Lee and Caden Pierce, who was named to the second team. We'll start with some opening comments from Coach and then move into questions from media. If you have a question, please raise your hand and we'll bring you over a microphone. Please state your name and affiliation before asking your question. Coach, we'll turn it over to you for some opening comments.
Thank you. First of all, thanks to the Ivy League and to Brown for being our hosts. You know, this is now several years into the tournament, and I always tell the guys, and I'm sure there'll be some questions about this, but you want to be playing your best basketball in March. We've learned an awful lot about ourselves this season, and I'm pleased that we get an opportunity to be here, and I'm sure these guys next to me feel the same way. We're excited to get going. I think we have some experience in these settings now, and we're looking forward to putting that to good use.
All right, we'll open to questions. Wait for the microphone, Greg.
Sorry, Ivy Conference. I guess the guys. What are your feelings? We got tired legs. We excited. Where are we at?
I think we're ready to go. I think I can speak for the team. Just happy to be here. I mean, we kind of put ourselves in a position where we had to work a little bit to get into the Ivy tournament, unlike my first 2 years here. But now that we're here, you got to win 2 games, and so that's kind of our mentality. And records don't matter, nothing matters. It's just a semifinal and a final. So that's kind of how we're going about it.
Yeah, I'm nothing but excited and grateful, for this opportunity. 2 wins and we're in the tournament. Obviously, we got a huge challenge here with Yale, and I think we look forward to that. We got nothing to lose here, and I feel ready. I feel confident. I think we're playing good basketball, and I'm excited to play.
And one more, Coach. We talked to the players about what they love about playing in March. What do you love about coaching in March?
Being able to coach these guys. I mean, this is you have to believe, I think, in the magic, the specialness of the month, and there's lots of basketball on TV that we get a chance to watch, and you can, as we go back to our rooms or we go back to the dorms or wherever we are, and we come back together, and you can tell everybody's been watching some hoops. Not just us, the people around us, facilities. So to be a part of a university that has a chance to go to the tournament is very special.
Rob Brown, Ivy Hoops Online. Coach, earlier you said you learned a lot about each other through the season, I guess, for you and the players. What actually did you learn about each other?
I think that we may have been on the elevator on the way up to the penthouse the last couple of years, and it's not always the way it is. And so, of course, we learned that it's a little harder to get to this point. We also know, I think we're highly aware of what our weaknesses are, and we've worked hard to correct those things and over time, together as a group. We've battled through some injuries all season. But I think that we know that we've been here enough in these situations to know that anything can happen, and it's happened to us too, so on both good and bad. So I don't know. We have I think a really good perspective coming in, and again, like I echoed Xavier's statements. Like very grateful for the opportunity to be able to be playing a really important weekend.
I guess I would say you've been the top seed. You've certainly had challenges last year with number 4 seed and back in 2017. Is there a certain freedom that comes with being the 4 seed?
Yeah, I think that depends on the 4 seed, but. Yeah, there is nothing to lose. It's frankly there's when you're sitting in the 1 seed and you say that what I'm about to say, it sounds like sour grapes, but we're well rested and so are they, and here we go. So it's very much of a neutral, very even environment.
And for Xavier and Caden, what have you learned playing Yale? They have so many weapons. What are the biggest key when you're taking them on tomorrow?
I think, obviously they're really, really talented team, had a great Ivy League season, but we just got to match their toughness across the board, I think. They're big, they're tough. We just got to match that, and play together as a team, defensively and offensively. They play really well as a team, and they're so connected as a unit. And so I think to beat them, you kind of have to do that yourself, and you can't do it one-on-one, on both sides of the ball.
Xavier, anything to add?
I mean, I would just echo what he said. We got to master toughness. We got to take care of the ball and then, make shots. They have so many threats. So I think we got to, we know what we got to do. I think our first 2 games, we didn't really give them our best shot, and I think we got that for them tomorrow and, lay it all out there.
Zach Starrett, Ivy League on ESPN. Coach, this one's for you. Can you speak a little bit about the growth and development of Xavier and Caden, and then just the team in general throughout the year?
Yeah, we've had the opportunity to play in a lot of. These guys have played a lot of minutes in their careers, and they're really I've been so proud of both of them this season. Again, some really tough moments, but a lot of positives. They lead us in every way, and Blake, but they lead us. In particular with Xavier, he's really started to. I feel like the game is slowing down for him, and it's really fun to watch. He's 2 triple doubles this season. And as a former Princeton basketball player, I'm in all of that. It's not an easy thing to do in a college basketball game. Just it gives you a little bit of an insight of, the skill set. Not just it's not just the assists and points, the rebounding, which is just terrific. And then with Cade, he's really pushed through a lot this season. But we are, Cade is our rock. He gives us, his ability to do so many different things, and he's been that way since the day he stepped foot on campus. So I always say good players make good coaches, and I'm very fortunate to be able to coach these 2 guys.
And then the players just touched on it a little bit with matching their toughness, but you've obviously played Yale twice. What can you take from those 2 matchups coming into the third?
For me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. A really good team, and we have a lot of experience playing against them, both in the regular season and the postseason. I don't think there's anything that we haven't seen, and they probably haven't seen from us. But it's a great game. I think it's the one that we circle on the calendar, and I'm sure they do as well.
You talked about leadership off the court and waiting in preparation for tomorrow's matchup, but can you talk about what leadership on the court is going to look like during the game to get you past?
Yeah, I think in not that it's different than in any other. It's a game, right? But it is tournament play. So draw on your experiences, having been there before. Enjoy the environment. We should have a good Princeton contingent there. Smile. Enjoy yourself. These are really special moments. That's leadership in and of itself.
You have a question?
Nathaniel Marco, College Hill Independent. Xavier, this is going to be your 3rd time matching up against Bez Mbang this season. What have you learned from those previous 2 experiences, and how do you win that matchup tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, Bez is a great player, as by his awards. Great defender. I'm excited. I think every time we go at it, it's a battle. Definitely test us. So I'm looking forward to the matchup. I'm going to be out there moving, doing my best, giving it my all. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I think we're pretty, we have a lot of experience playing each other. So I think we both know what we kind of do. So I'm ready.
All right, any more questions? Great, thanks guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.